All right. Here is Unit 13 from Interchange Book 1. Yeah, Book 1 is for Junior 2, entitled What Would You Like? All right. This was much more an interesting unit than the last one. The last one being about health issues, health problems, and remedies and solutions. This one is about food, which is something that I think a lot of people like to talk about and like to enjoy food and eating even more. All right, so let's get to it. We got some vocabulary words first. Yes. All right, so the first one is around, which means about that time. Then we have CE, which means common era. And we have Earl, means a British man of high social rank. Next one is I'm not in the mood for, which means I don't really want something. A bit means a little. Spicy means with hot or strong flavor like pepper or curry. Slang, this is an informal spoken language. Service, help that someone gives a customer. Bellhop, a hotel employee who carries your bags for you. Now, from here, we looked at the top 10 junk foods for college students in the United States. And very interesting. We did a little, play game, see who could guess what's what. We started with number 10, which was Doritos. And we learned that there were a whole lot more flavored Doritos than we realized. Next was Oreo cookies. And down here is the Oreo challenge if you want to watch someone eat too many Oreos. Then we learned that there are a ridiculous number of Oreo cookies out there. Yes. And we looked at ramen noodles, which is basically instant noodles. We also talked about the difference between our understanding of ramen here and ramen other places. This is basically instant noodles because they're cheap. Cheetos. Cheetos were very popular. Gummy bears, very popular. Chicken nuggets are very popular because you can get a lot of food for a little money. French fries, very popular, and we looked at many varieties of French fries that there are anywhere, everywhere from McDonald's to Five Guys to Arby's to Carl's Jr. Just a lot of fries out there. Okay, then we moved on to Hot Pockets and learned what Hot Pockets are and the many flavors of Hot Pockets that are available. Then we got to breakfast cereals, and we love our breakfast cereals in America. We love them so much. We have an inordinate, a ridiculous, an absolutely ridiculous number of breakfast cereals available. But the basic junk food that college students like the most is everything. They like it all. It doesn't really matter which one it is. All right, from here, we wanted to focus on grammar, and we looked at how to first of all, how to express things that we like and we don't like. This wasn't necessarily part of the grammar lesson, but it really needs this start to be able to say you like something and then teach someone else how to disagree or agree with you. So there's different ways to say you like or dislike something. Then we looked at agreeing and disagreeing. We talked about if the sentence is, say, someone says a positive sentence like, I like Taylor Swift. Then if you agree, you also need to use a positive sentence like, I like Taylor Swift too. But if you disagree, then you can say, oh, really, I don't disagree. You will need a negative. But if the first sentence, the first statement is negative, like, I don't like Taylor Swift. If you agree, your sentence, your agreement statement must be negative as well. I don't like Taylor Swift either. But if you agree, then you need to be positive. Oh, I like her music a lot. Okay, so we need to remember if positive, you need a positive. If you agree, if it's a positive sentence, you agree, you need a positive answer. If you disagree, you need a negative answer. If it is a negative sentence and you agree, you need a negative response. If you disagree, you need a positive response. So we had some practice with this. We went through these different statements. Then we had word power section. Oh, we did this. Yes. books closed, name 3 groups of food, name 3 fruits, and we go on and on and on, just about talking about food and some special foods like food we might find in the Taiwanese night market, what we can eat and drink at the movies, ice cream. We talk about all kinds of things that we like, and then we talked about more grammar. And this grammar was focusing on would like and will have, which are basically very polite forms of want. We learned that in restaurants or formal situations, you don't want to use the word want too much because that just sounds very crude. It doesn't sound very polite or nice. So we want to use things like would like and will have. And then we completed this conversation using would like, will have, the proper words from those verb phrases. And then we moved on to practicing actually ordering from a menu. And so we play this like I was the server, and I say, "What would you like?" And then you would need to respond, "I would like this," or "I will have this." And we went through. We talked about Charles Vargas, Rendezvous, Charcoal Ribs, and Memphis, Tennessee. And we used their menu. I adapted the menu to fit Taiwanese dollars to help us all understand a little bit how much it costs. And we just went through the menu and ordered food. And that is the conclusion of Unit 13. We there's not really much for us to review. We just talked a lot about food and agreeing and disagreeing and different ways to say the word want. And so this is it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we get to Unit 14 sometime. I don't know.